Hey you guys, it's Denise at My Luxury Furs, and today I am talking about the day I had to refuse an order. So if you're interested, keep watching. So I'm just going to get ready real quick, and I thought that I would just talk to you guys while I was getting ready. And I wanted to talk about the day that I had to refuse an order, child. So I work alone, so I don't have anybody to talk to when I'm working. So I'm pretty much isolated, and I hand make all of my orders. I sometimes get custom orders for hair extensions, and I hand make those. So I had an order that I probably got on Sunday, and the person messaged me on Wednesday asking when her order been shipped. That's what she asked me, and I probably received her message around 6:45 p.m. So really, I was like off work, but I decided to just message her back just so she can have like a quick update. And so I just let her know that her order is still processing and that it usually ships within 6 to 10 business days because I work alone. And so I usually just like let people know just in case so that way they, all their questions are answered within that first message so that way they don't have to like write back if, unless they really need to. But this person wrote back and was so rude to me. She was like, "You didn't answer the question. I didn't ask you all that. I didn't ask you. It's not my fault that you work alone. It's not my fault that you can't hire anybody," or something she said to that nature. She said, "You didn't answer my question," and just went off on me. And I'm like, yikes. So I returned her message again, and I basically said, to be short with you, or to answer your question directly, no, I haven't shipped your order at all. It's still processing. I need time to process it because processing to me just means like getting the materials together and finishing your order. So that means that I will ship it within the time frame that I usually say that I'm going to ship it. And if I don't, then I'll let you know. And so that's why I went through that whole spiel of, when I was going to ship it, but I guess that wasn't good enough for her. So now she wanted just the simple question answered. So I answered. I said, no. In short, no, I haven't. But then I went, into detail why I told her, what I told her earlier. And then she writes back and is so rude to me, you guys. She's like, I have 3 million or 3 billion YouTube subscribers, and I'll be so sure to let them know not to buy from My Luxury First. And all I asked you was a simple question. You couldn't even give me a simple answer. You're funky, you're this, you're that. Just started going in on me, talking about me. She called me ghetto. She even called me a nigger, which is just really trifling and crazy, right? And so I'm just still talking to her regular or writing back to her regular and keeping my cool because I really want to go off. But, I'm like, let me keep my cool. But then since like her messages kept getting worse and worse, and she's like, you're a ghetto, you're a nigger, you're this and that. So I was like, you know what, just to stop everything so I don't have to waste more time and labor, I'm just gonna go ahead and give you a full refund. Usually I would charge a 15% cancellation fee, but since I'm initiating this this cancellation, I'll just go ahead and give you your full refund. And she's like, yeah, you better give me a refund, and I'm gonna do this and that. And then she started, I guess she went and looked up my LinkedIn or something, because then she sent a picture of me to me and was talking about my forehead, like, you have a 10-foot forehead, Miss Denyce Williams, and just going on and on and on. And I'm like, who is this? I'm like, you're probably having a really bad day. By this time, it was probably 7:45 or something at night, and I'm about to get off of work soon because, I work maybe 10 to 12 hours a day, sometimes 14, because she's like, you work by yourself, so you probably only get 3 orders a day, and that is so untrue, you guys. I get so many orders a day. Well, I mean, not like 1,000 orders a day, but I get enough that at the end of the week, it's a lot of orders, so I have a lot to maintain. And so I didn't have to go into that with her, but she's like, you probably only get 3 orders a day. You can't finish my order. And it's like, wow, she's just going berserk. I'm like, ma'am, you're probably just having a bad day today. So I'm just going to let you go or whatever. And I think like basically it started getting into like sort of an online bullying thing, because she started basically bullying me by like just talking about me so bad and calling me a nigger, and just going off on me for no reason, you guys. And it's like, I understand that people probably, have bad days, so that's why I wasn't even really trying to go hard on her at all. I just was just like, if you have that much of a problem, you're more than welcome to call me. And she's like, I called you and you didn't answer the phone. But mind you, at this time, I didn't know that she had called me. So, because, I don't have her number or anything stored in my phone. So I just blocked her messages. I already refunded her. So that's that. And then the next day, I went to go check my messages and my texts and calls and stuff. And I seen that I text to a number, hello, just to see, like, if the person needed something. And it was her. And I knew it was her automatically, because she was like, yes, what the hell do you want? And as soon as I seen that message, I knew that it was her. And I was like, oh my gosh, she still has a problem. I'm like, well, it seems like you're not really having a good day, so God bless you. And I just deleted her text, and also blocked her number, because she just went berserk. So it was like, while I'm very open to getting orders, and of course, who doesn't love an order? All online sellers will tell you, like, when we get an order, we are so happy. But this girl really disrespected me by calling me out of my name. I've never had a customer call me a nigger before. I don't get into it with my customers anyways, but like, really, I didn't do anything to her for her to call me out of my name, for her to make fun of me and talk about how my forehead is 10 feet long, which I already know. I never do anything to cover my forehead. I know how big my forehead is, so I'm not really worried about it. But it's just that it just kind of like, it didn't like hurt, but I mean, I guess it did hurt a little bit, because it was just like, wow, like, who is this, and why are they having so bad of a day that they have to like degrade me basically by calling me names and just try to make me feel down about myself. Like, the person, they weren't spending just cheap money, they were paying 100 and something for some hair, so it's not like they were being cheap, but it was like, I don't want this order. I don't even want to waste my time and money trying to put together your order when you're going to treat me like this. I don't want to even risk getting, the order out to you, or finishing the order, and then you not being happy with it. And when I messaged her that day or whatever, because I didn't know who it was, I just put like, hello, can I help you? Is there anything I can help you with? And she's like, get off of that fake shit. You know who it is, and la la la. And it's like, and she's like, Miss Denyce Williams, and just kept saying my name and stuff, like she know, just and gave me my address and stuff, like as if that was supposed to do something. And it's like, okay, I have your address too, I know your first and last name too. So what is the problem here? Like, I don't understand what you keep saying my name, because she kept putting my name in big letters. I don't understand what that's supposed to do. Like, okay, you know my name. Everybody knows my name. What's it to you? Like, what's really good? It was just so crazy, and I just really had to refuse an order just for that, and I felt like just sad a little, and I don't have anybody to talk to, so I'm just talking to you guys about it. I did tell my husband about it, but he just said to ignore it because people have bad days. And I'm just like, that is just so crazy. So that's one less order that I'll have. And she claims to have a YouTube channel, but I asked her for her YouTube channel like 3 times, and I even like Googled her email address to see like if that was gonna pop up. And she kept writing me from like 2 different email addresses, and nothing popped up, and she never gave me her channel. But she claims that she has like 3,000 subscribers or 300 or whatever, that she's gonna tell them not to buy from me. And I'm like, okay, because it's with that potty mouth that she has, her mouth is so foul. I don't even understand how she would have subscribers. I'm guessing that's the real her, and if she does have a channel, the fake her is on line just being super fake because she was just crazy. And she's like, I'm gonna show these messages, and it's like, go ahead. I told her, go ahead and show all the messages. Doesn't bother me, and I didn't do anything wrong. But it's hard to like keep your composure because you're like a human. You're not. I'm like, you're like a human. I'm a human, not a robot. And sometimes people don't understand that because they might not know that I work alone, and so that's why I let them know, like, what's going on. But she was just so rude to me, and it was just horrible. It was like a form of sort of like online bullying because she just kept writing, and I told her not to write to me anymore. She kept doing it, and it was just like racism at the same time because it's like, now that you know that I'm black, I'm a nigger and I'm ghetto, but you're the one that's talking crazy. Like, people always try to pull that card. One time another person did something like that. She wasn't a customer, but she tried to like bully me online, and she's like, you're ghetto and you're on welfare, blah blah blah. And it's like, everybody that's black is not ghetto, even though I do have ghetto tendencies, and everybody that's black is not on welfare, because I've never been on welfare, and I can honestly say that. I work for a living to pay my bills. I own my own home, cars, I have assets, like I'm not a welfare recipient. And just like, to me, that's hurtful to tell me, like, say something like that, because it's like, that's not who I am. But then I understand these people don't know me, so at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. And if they're my customer, I'm going to treat them with respect, but I need them to treat me with respect too, because I'm a human at the end of the day. I'm not just some robot processor, just online for the heck of it. I do this for a living because I love it, and because this is my job. It's my livelihood. So it's just like a regular mom face, I guess. And then, so yesterday when I went out in the streets, I had my 3 kitties with me, and a lady stopped me and she's like, are those all of your kids? And I was like, yes. And she said, oh, you're a pretty mom. And that made me feel nice. That made me feel cool, because who doesn't want a compliment? I mean, she didn't have to tell me that I was a pretty mom at all. She could have not had said anything, or she could have just secretly thought I was ugly, or I don't know, whatever. But that made me feel cool, because then I remembered how this like customer that I had to refuse service to, she was calling me ugly and just talking so much head about me. And it was just like, you know what, I am not ugly. First of all, I know that I'm not ugly, or at least I think that I'm not ugly. And well, I just had somebody confirm it. So you know how when people give you a compliment, it kind of brightens up your day. I try to give people compliments when I'm out in the streets too. So yeah. So anyways, this is my makeup that I did. I'm not like a makeup pro or anything, but I do these edges. I chit chat with you, and let me know what you think in the comments of this story. Like, how would you have handled it if you were me? I probably shouldn't have entertained it as long as I did. I mean, I could have said what I had to say, kept it super short and professional and sweet, and just been done with it after the first, ring of fire. But me being a human, I still talked to her, and I tried to be nice to her and stuff, and she was just so rude to me. So how would you have handled it in a professional manner if you were me? And if this has happened to you before, how did you handle it, and what do you suggest? Leave your comments. Please thumb up the video and like it, and subscribe if you can. Thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Have a great and wonderful day. And I'll still be trying to figure out my hair, because I got to get it to match somehow. All right, bye.